One. What's up, everybody? My name's LoFaso. The company is TLo Productions. We like to say it's like J-Lo, but with a T. What we're talking about today is AI visibility score. What does that mean, you might ask? Well, let's jump right into things. The AI visibility score is something that your website or website provider might be able to show you. Now, there's a couple different ways you can access something like this. There are some third-party apps out there, but I'm going to show you directly from my side here, and this is on Wix.com. So I'm a partner with Wix. I've created over 100 plus websites with them. We've designed really cool sites, some that are just super simple, but some that are just outstanding. And what we're going to do today is we're going to run this test. The last time we ran this test was July 9th, so a little while ago. And we could go back to past tests, but we're going to run it again. And while I run it, I'm going to explain exactly what is going on here. And then I have another client pulled up, and we're going to go through that other client's visibility score as well. But AI today is taking the world by storm, as we already know, right? And why is that? Well, AI is everywhere. It's so important. It's exactly what we need in order to grow our business and scale it. And who wants to be doing a lot of these simple tasks that nobody really needs to do, right? We don't need somebody to be filing paperwork in certain areas and so on when we can have a robot do it for us. And we've been having robots do things like this for a very long time. I mean, look at factories and how they're made, right? But what we're talking about specifically today is from the business standpoint and the AI visibility overview. So you might ask, what does that even mean, Tom? And I will tell you. So we're business owners, myself included, and I want to know, well, how does people find me on the internet if they're using AI? How do they find me if they're using ChatGPT? How do they find me if they're using Gemini? How do they find me if they're using Perplexity? Right? And these are three major platforms that people are using right now, especially ChatGPT and Gemini. Those two have to be the top two most popular right now. And people are going to ask, hey, my roof is leaking and I need somebody to help me fix this. Or what do? I just kicked the sprinkler in front of my yard and snapped it in half, and now I don't know what to do. Who can help me fix this? And I only say that because I just did that the other day. My garage won't open up, right? I fell in front of this business and I broke my left leg, and now I don't know what to do about it because I can't work and I can't afford anything for my family. Right? So these are the things that people are going to the AI and asking these types of questions. In my case, I'm looking to find the best digital marketing services, right? Where can I find a social media marketing agency in the United States? How does AI improve video storytelling? Where can I get personalized marketing content in the United States? Right? So these might be some of the questions that somebody might search, or they might be hyper local about it, right? Where can I find a marketing team right here in Farmingdale, New York? Or where can I find a marketing team in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, right? And these are great questions, right? So let's take a look and see what's going on over here. One. Okay, so let's take a look. We've got it loaded up here. It says July 14th. It's giving us a 15% across the board. And this is for my business, TLo Productions. So we're taking a look at this, and I'm going to show you another example. I never like to, I'm not a home service, but I just want to show you guys what this looks like, right? And how can I improve? And what are we doing to try and improve that, right? And some of these questions, just to throw it out there, might not be relevant at all. And now those are things that you might have to also look at, right? And we can manage the questions on here, etc. But ultimately, the score that we're looking for is to be as close to 30% as possible. Anything over that is you're golden. But it's really tough to even get that high because you're asking a lot of questions, and it could be a lot of different questions, right? So where can I get personalized marketing content in the United States? This is obviously a super large keyword in a sense to hit, right? I'm not a massive agency to be able to come up. How does AI improve video storytelling? We don't talk too much about it. Best website design companies in Maryland. Well, we're not really based there. We have a New York and Florida office. What makes a good video production company? See, that could be something good that maybe, you come up with in some sort of blogging or whatever it could be, right? And then look, you can go through all of these questions here. And then the same thing goes for Gemini. The same thing goes for Perplexity, right? And it'll show you which ones are my mentioned in. And obviously the ones with my business name in it makes a lot of sense. So let's take a look here though and see what's going on here. We have sources by reference. And then if we keep going down, I mean, this is cool to see, like based on, some of the competition. And look, I'm in marketing, so this is a really tough. I mean, everybody who does what I'm doing is currently doing things like this, right? Like if you're a marketing agency not marketing, then what kind of marketing agency are you? So you have to keep that in mind. But I'm going to show you a lawyer that we're working with, and we'll run that for them as well. But this is pretty cool, right? How ChatGPT describes your brand. So it says TLo Production presents itself as a marketing and media service company focused on helping brands stop struggling with social media through an integrated mix of video production, website design, SEO, and related digital content. The website emphasizes a modern approach pairing human creativity with the power of AI and portrays the agencies nationwide with examples across multiple industries and testimonials shown on homepage. Great. So it has strengths, and this is just ChatGPT, right? And then it says areas for improvement. Now this is going to be huge right here, where we could take some of these claims without substance, phrases like trusted by dozens of brands, and we've produced thousands of videos, are presented by the site. Content shown doesn't clearly provide verifiable metrics or detailed proof. Heavy marketing CTA focus, blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. So, I mean, look, these are really good points to know, right? So this is one way that we could do this. And then this is pretty interesting because it's just going to tell you traffic, right? So if anybody's actually come through here in the last 30 days, it looks like I got one person to come through. No, I'm sorry. Site sessions. So yeah, so ChatGPT's ran through my site. The bot basically has run through the site 105 times, and then from that we got one person in the last 30 days. Okay, from ChatGPT. Now again, we're not like advertising or anything like that, so it's kind of cool to see. And then same thing goes for all these other, Gemini and Perplexity. We can do the exact same thing. What's really interesting about this though is the fact that we can take individual questions that we're not coming up on, and then now we can start creating content based on this, right? So how does AI improve video storytelling, or where can I get personalized marketing content in the United States, right? So here, let's go a step further in this little video with you guys here, since we're just moving along, and then we're going to move over to the other clients and I'll show you. But look, I'm just going to rifle through this real quickly. That's what we want, right? This keyword. Now I'm going to have AI write it for us because AI loves AI. Top marketing sources for personalized marketing content in the United States, right? So that's pretty good. Now it's making this whole blog for us. Now, look, it is definitely keyword and behavioral driven, right? As this is being written out, we definitely want to see very similar or the exact same keywords in a sense, right? So, do we want the exact same top sources for personalized marketing content in the US, right? And what is this? What do we have here? Where can I get? So, we're answering the question, right? Where can I get? And we're now going to put it into a blog, and we're going to publish this onto our website. Now, basically, from what we understand is that we should be taking this same question and creating, it's crazy the amount of numbers, but realistically, we should be doing the same thing probably like 3 to 10 times a day in order to see some really amazing benefits from this happening, right? It's pretty similar, but it's not the same. It's very similar, but it's not the same, right? And that's ultimately what the internet needs. Now, you could put this on other platforms, LinkedIn, you can put it on Facebook. If you have other areas on the internet that you know to post, like forums and other blog areas, etc., these will also work, right? So, there it is. There's no photos on this one. Oh, we got one photo. Right, and I'm just going through this. Normally, you want to read through it and make sure it sounds good. Cool. So we took this question, we wrote 2 blogs about it, and now they'll be able to find this once we have our site newly indexed on the internet, right? Which is amazing. And we can go through this with any one of these questions. Where to find social media marketing agency and Brandywine. We're not in Brandywine. I don't even know where Brandywine Valley is. Delaware. And that's okay. But if you want to be in those areas, then take that and create some articles about it, right? But we could change this too, right? I could change something like that in Brandywine. What if I write, I don't know how that's possible, but okay. Says my question's out of context somehow. Save and test. Okay, well now it's gonna regenerate. So let's do that. In the meantime, this is the other client that we're working with, right? So as you can see, much closer to 30, it's at 20%. And this is really exactly what we're looking for here. And same thing goes for a client like this, right? We can go to any one of these platforms. We can go and we can say, what should I do after a motor vehicle accident in Uniondale, right? And we can take this and create blog articles for them, right? Now, for a client like this, we're going to have to be a little bit more specific and not just jump right in and use the AI in order to create the blog. However, just for the sake of this video, I will show you what something like this looks like once we spit this out, right? And we get to do basically the same thing. So if this is something that you have questions about and you're not really sure and you're like, wait a second, I want to do more of this, ultimately we can help you out, right? We can help at least run these numbers on some level, give you some sort of understanding as to, hey, where should I go with something like this? I'm not sure what to do. And then we get to, decide from there, okay, what kind of content are we looking for, right? Are we looking to create, blog articles for you? Are we looking to create just videos for you where we can, have just video content of, the brand and what it is that they're talking about and how they can help you in steps to take after a motor vehicle accident in Uniondale, right? So now these are things to look at, right? It says Uniondale, but that's like a license plate on a like a European car, right? So things to keep an eye out for. You'd want to make sure that you're looking over everything and make sure it looks good, but at the same time, it's all about numbers today as much as you possibly can. So if you have questions, go to the website. It's tloproduction.com. tloprod.com is the shortened version. PROD. tloprod.com. Hit me up. We can have a conversation. I will sit with you for an hour if you want, and I will answer any questions that you have. I'm happy to do so. This is what I love. I am a nerd when it comes to marketing, and trying to help develop and grow businesses is something that I truly enjoy. It's almost like a game, and any business I've ever worked in the past, it didn't matter if I was just an employee there, I always saw growth every single time. And a lot of it just comes down to like having a good attitude and then trying to do the right thing. Regardless if it's in the right direction, you're gonna be moving, and movement is the most important, strategy here. So if you have any questions, please contact us. Otherwise, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next one.